Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again, Spotlight of the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, in love with the crazy co-host, Mrs. Robin Bryant.
Hey, what's going on? What's wrong with you? He nudging me like I'm about to be late or something. I'm sitting right here. He nudging me like I'm about to be late.
I ain't never seen a co-host like this. Have you ever seen a co-host that don't even be ready when the thing airs? I ain't never seen it.
I was right here.
Welcome aboard, y'all. We happy to have y'all aboard. Get in the chat room. We got a hot one today. We're going to be talking our talk. Should you date an ex? Is a hot topic. Everybody wants to know, yes, no, maybe so. What you think? Get in the chat room and let us know. We're going to get into that later. But first, we're going to talk a bit about what's going on in the news. We're going to talk about sports, and then we're going to get into the topic. So.
Well, what did you do this weekend? Well, I mean, past week, actually.
I've been disappearing a little bit. I missed last week. I had a little car situation. I got stuck out of town, and so I had to put my car in the shop, and this and that. Couldn't get back.
That's the worst.
Especially when it's town.
Yeah, when you're out of town and you're not expecting it.
So it was a killer, but I got it together now, made it on back, so I'm back.
Good.
Yeah. So
and you actually just made it back.
I just made it back. I just got off the highway.
In the studio.
I know I'm looking crazy. I know y'all probably like, what in the world, Stan? This is a talk show.
Or do he always look crazy?
Yeah, well, sometimes this is my look. Hey, I got this. I got suit and ties.
I don't know what's the difference in the look today. Because is what I know.
Oh, this?
So,
well, not on TV. You know, we on TV.
Oh, okay.
So I usually look more professional. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm just saying I just got off the highway, came straight in the studio, got me a little cut off the highway, this and that little bob. Shout out to what's the boy name? Wait, y'all. Shout out to the barbershop out there by the mall.
You know what? Which mall?
With the little homie.
Which
out
mall?
there with the outlet mall. What's it? Off 85. That all that right there. It's the only one out there, y'all.
Yep.
But they get it popping over there. The little dude owns. He's an ex-football player.
Really?
That owns it. So it's a high-end shop. All the little Atlanta people, housewives, this and that, and all. A lot of people come. Yeah, a lot of football players, Falcons, and this and that. Shout out to the Falcons too. Even though my G-man manhandled y'all.
Oh yeah, ain't that your team?
Them Giants manhandled y'all. You know, like we supposed to.
Oh no wonder you wanted to talk about that. I mean, like.
Yeah, and so sad. Too bad for the Redskins. Didn't fare too well, but hopefully tonight y'all might do a little better.
The Redskins didn't win. I mean, no. I don't know. You know, I don't be watching.
Well, no, they did not.
Well, I mean, was it like a lot of points?
Cousins, give him credit. He's looking good. I like how he's looking. I think the RG3 needs to sit down for a second, like he's doing, and relax a little bit, take a seat. But Cousins is handling. I think they got a chance to even pull it off tonight. They might can even beat them boys because they playing in D.C.
They play tonight?
Yeah, they playing as we speak. So shout out to the Redskin fans, even though I'm not one. Shout out to y'all because everybody in the DMV mostly is definitely that.
Well, half and half anyway.
Yeah, and I'm okay. I'm gonna go out on a whim. I don't never think I'm gonna do this again. Shout out to Dallas fans.
Dallas fans?
I lost the bet, yeah.
Oh.
So I said that I would shout them out because I lost. That's my losing thing. So shout out to all the Dallas Cowgirl fans.
But do your face gotta look like that then?
Yeah, I'm
all bent up like that?
My stomach hurt to say this, but yeah, they came back and kicked the field goal and was praying and carrying on, and it went through, and then they won by 3 points. So they beat Houston, you know.
Well, so is that like a sorry team to beat or something?
Ain't nothing. Ain't a whole lot to that. We will handle them like it ain't nothing. My Ravens lost, so if you're Ravens fans, I know.
So all the teams lost this weekend?
Well, the Ravens lost. They barely lost, but they messed up a little bit. Still my team.
College team took a beat.
Say what, Al?
College team took a beat.
Yeah, it's been like a kind of crazy week this week for the sports thing. So anyway. On to the news. Word on the street is...
Word on the street.
Give us the word on the street, Rob. What you heard?
Let's start by talking about Wiz and Amber Rose.
My other TV girlfriend, Amber.
Is that her? You like her?
I'm so happy she's single right now.
Why?
Because...
What's so good about Amber Rose?
She is extremely sexy.
How?
Her... Sexy?
Yeah. Why? In what ways?
I like the haircut on her. I
do
think
you like that?
One of the few people that can do that. Everybody can't do that. So all y'all don't cut your hair off at
Please
one time. Don't. I like that part about her. I like that she has class. Like she appears classy in public. She doesn't get into a lot of incidents and a bunch of buffoonery going on. She's really sexy with her dress. The way she dresses.
You think so?
Yes. Yes. That dress she had on the last time she was at the Warp.
Because she was half naked?
You could say what you want to.
I'm just saying. I mean,
But
it's sexy
Amber
half
Rose,
naked. That's need to be a
y'all,
topic.
gentlemen, what y'all think, man? All the homeboys, let her know. Amber Rose is one of the sexiest around. Now, I don't know much about her personal life.
That.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Extremely sexy. She is hot. Like, I don't even know how
Wiz got her. That's not one of the people that I'm looking for.
Like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking for her for fashion. I don't think she's like the cutest. So? No.
You don't think she's cute?
She alright.
Amber Rose is bad. Like, if it was me, like a man, ask Clayton.
Okay, I will.
Clayton, is she bad? Man, yes, sir.
I want to ask.
She is
different people maybe on my Facebook page.
I mean, she's not Nia Long, because that's my TV girlfriend.
That's like, really your TV girlfriend.
What?
I told you I do know her cousin.
Well, just let me get a couple more dollars together so when we go out, I could be, let me work on my finances and stuff a little bit more. Then we could go out and stuff.
All right.
I think she might like me too.
Well, I know that they were trying to. What are they doing? Joint custody, or she's trying to get whole custody? Or
they trying to get joint custody. You mean Amber Rose?
Yeah, Amber.
Yeah, I think they trying to get joint custody. I'm joking. I kind of wish they would have stayed together. I mean, they both celebrity status. He kind of got caught out there.
Is she celebrity status for you?
Now she is. I mean, she's no different than Kim Kardashian.
I was about to say, what is her claim to fame?
She been...
Just because she's been with the rappers?
Well...
I'm confused.
Yeah,
what does she do?
She makes guest appearances, and she's a socialite.
For what?
Well,
just being a socialite?
Yeah. Don't talk about her right now.
I just want to know. I'm really trying to understand because, Kim Kardashian really did her thing.
Yeah, she did.
She did wind up getting a show. She's really a fashion icon type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, her whole family.
She slept with the best, though. She slept with the
I'm not going to say the best. It ain't like Ray J is the best or Big.
It got on them. It got her.
So what I'm saying is, Amber to me is trying to be in her shoes, kind of. But to me, there is no comparison.
Well, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, I'll let you have that.
Okay, well, let me have that.
Yeah,
but at any rate, the whole point of this this topic, I think that Wiz was saying that they were already broke up, basically. I want to say at the top of the week, he might have told her it was over by the end of the week.
Right before he got caught with the
he got caught with the twins.
Yeah.
He got caught with the twins by the end
sisters.
And they was not even cute. Did you see him?
Cute?
You ain't seen him.
No. I'm so disappointed.
I'm going to have to look it up for you. This is the thing. They wasn't even cute.
This is why I'm put this disclaimer out there real quick. And when you rich, come on now. You got choices. So, like, if you have an Amber Rose, who I like, and you're going to cheat on her, always cheat on somebody that's worth it. Like, make sure they better.
Now, let's just say, okay, because I'm just talking outside appearance. I don't know. Maybe them girls have something on the inside of them that's really...
Both of them did. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Both of them had something on the inside,
something on the inside that struck Wiz. I don't
had to. And double the pleasure. It was that's...
That's what?
I almost went there.
Right,
moving on, because I love that story about the Cincinnati Bengals guy. Like, I think that's pretty hot, that guy.
It is actually pretty hot, and I got to say, I got to give a shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals for real, because they are really, really doing it. They are supporting him. I think they put him on the a practice team or something.
Yeah. So what happened was he had tried out and they waived him, and so his daughter Leah has
she's 4
cancer, 4 years old, which is really a sad situation.
Yes.
But to their credit, they put him back on the practice squad
so that he can get insurance
and get a check.
So that she can keep getting her treatment.
Right. And so once they did that, last weekend they had a big thing. They played the Patriots.
Okay.
And then shout out to them too. I don't even like the Patriots, but I like it. It was a class act. Kraft. That's the owners. And they gave $25,000 towards the foundation or whatever the situation is towards his daughter. And they also had the cheerleaders dressed in his jersey.
Yeah, I saw something like that. They had on the opposite team's jersey or something like that?
They had his jersey.
Okay, his jersey.
Yes, number 75.
Right, and then they were selling his jersey or something, and then the proceeds from his jersey
that's
going
exactly
to...
right. To help his daughter
and
the foundation cancer situation. And
so they are doing a lot. Then I saw something about some bracelets. The cheerleaders had the bracelets.
They have taken it and just taken... Because this guy's story is heartfelt. Like, you have to understand that that's a class act from an organization to do that, and I'm glad to report it because it's something positive finally in the media.
For the NFL especially.
Because they don't, they're not really making a big deal of it. I'm going to make a big deal of it because that's a big deal for an organization like the NFL to say, we're going to step up and help this man. They could have just waved him and said, that's on him. And they did wave him, but they had compassion and brought him back. Right. So shout out to them for that Cincinnati's organization and to the Patriots for being such a class act. I thought that was classy.
So you know what? We never said what I did, and that's a hot topic.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about what I did this weekend. And I'm going to give a shout out to Nicola Hill and Kenneth McClary. They just got they were married this weekend, so a lot of people flew in town for that. Okay. It was wonderful, gorgeous. It was yellow. I have to show you the pictures. Look on my Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check them out.
You know, we were all dressed up.
We could have had them posted.
We were all dressed up, and because it was a formal event, so that was wonderful. A lot of friends flew in. So anyway, shout out to them.
Okay.
You know, so they can have a nice, prosperous life.
Where was the wedding?
It was at what's the name of that hotel they have all the
Is it downtown?
Yep, it's downtown. West Peachtree.
The Lowe's?
Wait a minute. It's an older historical hotel, Biltmore. There we go.
Biltmore. Okay, that's classy.
It was very classy.
Okay.
So
they got
shout out to them. Oh yeah, shout out to them.
Oh, I like that. Shout out to them. Definitely. I don't know.
So that was wonderful. But that's pretty much
all
I
for
did
the unions. I like when people come together.
Right.
That's a good thing.
And they are a wonderful couple.
That's what's
in love. You can see it all over them.
That's what's up. So you probably could take some notes and learn.
That's what I told her, actually. I told her I could, and I told her that, but I don't need you coming out of your mouth as if you are trying to tell me.
Because you're making me nervous. Like, I thought you was going to swing on me while we was on the air.
No, I didn't know what to do. I'm just saying you're trying to tell me what I need to do, basically trying to be funny.
No, I'm not. And actually, you look really nice. I just wanted to put that out there.
But as if I need to take notes, is what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying because all of us, like, they could give me some advice too, so when I get my situation, I have me.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have a round table.
Yeah, have a round table and make a little forum.
Okay.
Sounds good. Be a good idea.
I will throw it past.
And we can actually have them on the show. And we can talk to them about relationships since we do that every day.
Let's do it.
And we can talk about that and find out how they feel about being newlyweds and the whole nine.
We can do it. We can do it. That could be a topic one day.
It sure will.
Because I did tell her that day, I was like, you know what, I might can get some, good advice from you.
Yeah. Are you going to listen?
Are you going to listen?
Okay, moving on.
Okay,
so yeah. So anyway, word on the street. Yeah,
another word on the street is Bow Wow and Erica.
Now, that one threw me off.
Why did it throw you off?
Because...
Well, I guess it did throw me off too, because she just the last season was on Hip Hop New York with Cinnamon, or what's her name? Sin. Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden she's engaged to Bow Wow. First of all, it took me back a bit that Bow Wow would date this girl. Secondly, first of all, because his mother is such an upstanding, she's a real down to earth, and I know she raised him right.
Well, type of woman. What's wrong? Okay.
So why would he even? It has to do with a lot. Why would he? Because he know her lifestyle. First of all, she a firecracker.
Well,
yeah. Do you not see how she be going off and fighting and throwing?
Well,
stuff
I think he needs some of that edginess because he lame a little bit to me. He a little timid, so you need a little balance. You know what I'm saying?
But all of that buffoonery.
But I think she toned it down a little bit. I think she learned from this dollar.
No, she didn't. She toned it down because she wanted that ring.
Yeah.
But when stuff get heated, let's see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Now, at first, I thought
drag Bow Wow a little bit. Bow Wow gonna have to take some karate lessons.
Come on, now,
Annie
shorter than her, and she overdue. She overboard. Now, at first, I thought they did it for the show, but I read something just yesterday that said that she definitely said that she was keeping him out of the limelight because she was keeping some things private.
So she likes him.
That's what she's saying, and what she like is that money.
Well, see, I mean, all women like money. I have never met a woman that doesn't like money.
Okay, but I'm saying that,
I mean, she could probably get a check from other dudes too. Like Bow Wow, probably not the only industry dude because she's a cute girl and she's bisexual. So that's kind of like a remedy for most men.
It's a remedy.
Nothing. I mean,
what do you mean a remedy?
Not saying staying. I'm just saying most men would love LOVE with a capital to have a woman that's bisexual and that will invite company home sometimes.
That sounds so crazy. So that's if us
I
as
said most
women,
men, yeah.
as us
I
as
said
women
Stan.
said that we liked men who were bisexual. I mean, do you understand how crazy that sounds?
Yes, that could get you stole. Right, your chin. That could get your chin checked.
I mean, that does not even make any sense to me. What are you talking about?
Well, Robin, we men though, sweetheart. So it's different for us. Like we look at things different. Like women, y'all go hold hands, kiss, go to the bathroom together.
No, I don't do none of that.
We don't do that. So all I'm saying is it's more natural looking for two women than two men. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying.
No, you just said that it was a turn
dream.
on and most men's dream. As a remedy is actually the word you used.
Well, maybe I used the wrong word.
You said a great
Maybe I shouldn't have
remedy.
said remedy. Maybe I should have said it's a spin-off. It's a good spin-off. It's a good trade-off, so to speak. Because just think about it now. If you have to get married, you're going to have the same old crackers every day. True?
Crackers.
You're going to wake up and go to bed to the same old crackers. We on TV, so I'm just trying to...
Oh, okay.
So if that's the case, then if you have a woman who's bisexual or whatever, then you can kind of spice it up a little bit without cheating, so to speak, because she's invited.
But that
this
is
person.
cheating
Well,
because the
she's
person is there and
Okay.
it's not just her. So you don't think that's cheating?
Well, she's consented to it.
But guess what? A lot, and this is a whole nother topic, but a lot of relationships fail because of that. They go step out, they bring somebody else in the bedroom with them, and then he winds up going off, being with her after the other one. It happens a lot.
It happens a lot too with the woman.
lot.
Like the woman likes the situation and she goes off and wants it without him and does the
Okay,
same
so
thing and ends up
that's
dating
not a
girl.
great remedy.
I'm not saying it's that's why I shouldn't have said remedy, like I said, but I'm speaking to the guys now. The girls wouldn't understand it, but some girls
What's up,
understand
Mike and Sharice in the chat
What's
room?
going on, Mike? What's going on, Sheree? So at the end of the day, y'all, Mike, Sheree, what do y'all think? I'm not condoning saying that a man should have threesomes or whatever in his house. But if you two grown-ups and y'all consent, and that's something that would enhance your relationship, and you agree to it.
But how is it going to enhance your relationship? I'm confused.
Well, I think that it brings spice, sort of like toys and all.
But why
things.
you can't bring spice in other ways, like
You can.
toys and
Yeah, you
pornography
can.
and
But
stuff
for
like
some
that?
people, that's their choice. And so I'm just speaking for those who prefer to do it.
Okay, prefer. Anyway.
I'm not saying I prefer, you know what I mean? Just, being a general. We have to generalize because it's different people watching. So some people say, yeah, Stan. And then some people say, I don't know, Stan. So what y'all say?
Sharice said marriage is no place for a third party. No place at all.
And I'm not saying she is, making a bad point.
So back to Bow Wow and her.
It's going to be some
Erica
threesomes going on in there. And Lil Bow Wow going to have to turn it up a notch. Lil Bow Wow. You got to turn it up a notch, Bow Wow. You got your hands full with Miss, what's her face?
Nina.
But she ain't
Erica
playing.
Mina.
I like her, though.
After
I like
6
her demeanor.
months, she got a ring.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Bow
I mean,
Wow,
do you
ain't
give
ready
somebody
yet.
a ring after
no,
6
I'm
months?
not. Ain't that much tricks in the world. I ain't gonna do it.
I mean, you
I ain't
really
gonna
give
do it.
somebody a ring after 6 months?
Nah, but I'm gonna just tell you, Erica Mena put something on Lil Bow Wow. The Bow Wow, the only non-spell. Like,
Wasn't he ready?
he not ready. Bow Wow, you gotta get it together. I'm gonna tell you somebody else though. This, my Benzino.
Mm-hmm.
I like Benzino as far as his character and who he is as a person, like on TV. But Benzino, you come on, man, you been a sucker for love a little bit.
And
like,
we're talking about
you
hip hop
way
Atlanta
too
now.
Easy, shorty.
He's in love with that girl.
Yeah, huh?
He said he's in love with her. He's not getting the prenup. Forget prenup. It's not happening.
No prenup.
And she said, "Oh no, I'm
This
not
Bama
sign-"
crazy.
She said, "I'm not signing
And I would
anything."
be like, and we're not getting married. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, homegirl. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's the end of that story right there. This is where the buck gonna stop. And you know why? And I heard she got a little change too, though. So
They said she do have money of her own. I don't know what she do or what's going on, but they said she has some money. She might be the one with all the money.
she
over
might
there,
be
to
the one with the
perfectly
change,
honest
and that's
with
why
you.
she's saying she don't need
She's
it. That's
like,
her
I'm not signing
justification. I'm
no
not signing
prenup.
because I got my own change. That's what
Right.
she's saying. And so, but my thing is, my girlfriend can't hit my best man, and then he be my best man and usher us down the aisle. It's something.
So
little
even
funny.
though that happened before they got together, and she was upright about it, told Benzino.
I respect that.
She was like, hey, let's just get it out on the table, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So at least she did that. But are you saying that would you not fool with her because she had been with your best friend, or are you saying that he can't be in the wedding now because she had been with your best
Well, I'm saying I wouldn't want him to be my best man and he slept with my soon-to-be bride.
But
Like,
if
he can
that's
be
your
in the
only
wedding and
best
all that.
friend, then what?
I'm gonna get a relative. My cousin, uncle, somebody. It's
But are
just
you
hard
going to
for me
still be his friend,
Yeah, we
knowing
cool.
that you're going to,
Yeah, we
even
cool.
knowing that?
Yeah, we cool because he disclosed. That's another thing. He didn't disclose it right away.
Oh, no.
He fronted
He
and
lied for a
Now,
long time.
If you doing all this, are you really my man? Like, you lying to me about it, so then I can trust you around her? So see, that's my whole thing. Like, what y'all think? I mean, cause that's a tough situation. What you think, Al? Could you let your me and you best friends? I slept with your soon-to-be bride, and I'm your best man. Now, how you feeling about that? Like, we cool with that?
Yo. Where my mic?
Yeah, get the mic. We gotta get. This is a producer in the studio, yo. We gotta get Al's opinion on this.
You know, there's 7 billion people on this planet, and you got 2 guys over 1 babe, and there's 7 billion people on this planet. Half of them women. Even if you got rid of the kids, you still got another 2 billion babes on this planet, and you can't find another. Whatever. I'm out.
That's my thing. Like,
But he's in love with this girl.
But he just
and he
ain't
found
been
out
dating
after
long.
the fact. Yeah, she probably got her ring within 6 months too. I mean, where they doing that at? I mean, I don't know, Sharice. What are we doing wrong? And me and Sharice have the same birthday. I don't know. Maybe is there something wrong with November 22nd?
I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to. Hey, Robin, I didn't say it now. Hey.
Sharice, what you think, girl?
Sharice.
People on this planet.
Hey, Sharice. I'm just saying, Sharice. I'm not gonna let you be my wife, and we gonna be married, and then my homeboy hit you last month.
Wash out with soap. What that mean, Sharice?
Wash out with soap.
What that mean, girl?
Sharice, you watching this show? Okay, we're gonna start over, Sharice. Everybody get a bad shot. We're gonna go get on Sharice. Wash out with soap. That's another topic, Sharice.
She said I hit the button too fast. Girl, what are we talking about?
She sent her own message. Anyway, we're going to get back to it so we can get to this topic. So we're going to move on. What else we got? Word on the street is...
That's about it with the, October is breast.
Oh, yeah.
Cancer Awareness
Breast
Month.
Cancer Awareness Month. So definitely that brings us back to the football player situation. And that's really tough to have a 4-year-old little girl.
Ooh,
Not
that's
that it's
tough.
not tough for anybody, because it's a tough situation, but that little girl having cancer, what do you do?
And
It's your baby girl, and you feel
Yeah.
helpless. That's why they say he couldn't perform good when they cut him the first time.
I'm sure he
Yeah,
could.
and then she said that
The reason that, that she said, Daddy, I got cancer because you took me to the hospital. So he just broke
Really?
down after that.
Yeah, because she's so young, she doesn't.
Yeah, she didn't know,
understand
yeah.
who could understand it for this disease.
And then she had been
saying.
saying, for a long time that she was having pain in her leg, and they said, "Oh, you just need to go clean your room up." And she was saying she had pains, but they just blowing her off.
Right.
Oh,
yeah?
So yeah, man, it was. So he had it rough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is tough. Though. So this dude has been resilient to even come back though and do his thing. So I know we finished with that story, but when you bring up cancer and you think about this little 4-year-old baby having cancer, but yes, it's breast cancer awareness month.
It is. And are you going to wear pink a lot this month?
I don't own
A
anything.
lot of
pink.
men are wearing pink this month.
A lot of men. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What was you about to say? Because I already
Man, I
see
almost
something
went- I
crazy
almost
was
messed
about to
up,
come out
man.
your mouth.
Ooh,
What was you about to say?
man, the road trip got me.
You wasn't about to be staying, were you?
Man, come back, Stan. Yeah. Shout out to
It's
Pink.
really
Okay,
going
Pink.
on.
I'm not a pink guy. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, I just never owned anything pink in my life. Nothing.
Well, you should, because it takes a certain kind of man to be able to wear pink and stand up for himself. That's not you. That
Oh, I
can't be
don't know
you.
what happened just now.
You know what?
A little
We're going
glitch
to
in the
rewind and
system.
start over. What is going on?
I'm fresh off the highway. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this whole
And then
thing.
he's going to sit here and ask me if my phone is on.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. I'm sorry. That was very unprofessional.
Anyway, our
Anyway.
topic for today.
This is the topic. Should you date an ex? Should you date an ex, Sherry? Should you have somebody in your life that you think about and reconsider and say, you know what, it wasn't too bad. Let me try it again. Maybe I could have done some things differently. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So maybe we can do something like cut the phone
Man,
off.
just answer the
stuff
phone.
Like that, you know
Answer the
what
phone.
I'm saying?
Tell her you
Let
on
me
the
see
air,
me
man.
doing
Just
something right
answer
now.
the phone.
I'm gonna call y'all back. Right at the commercial. But yeah, so like, what do you think? Should you go back? You know, this is a tough subject because a lot of people have a lot of different opinions. I think my opinion is it's based on how you left the situation. See, because if you left the situation and y'all on good terms, then it's a possibility that y'all grew apart at that time because y'all was like
They
younger
weren't ready.
and wasn't ready.
Right.
So now that you're more mature and both of y'all grew up, maybe you can come back together and do something different. That's my take on it. If it was a bad situation, it's tough because it left some stains.
I don't know. When I sent the text out to remind everybody to get on, I got a lot of comments, and a lot of them were like, most of them were like, hell no.
I ain't got no rewind button.
Never go back to an ex.
They were never. I don't understand it though, because to me, like you said, it could have just been not the right time. You see what I'm saying? Because I guess because I'm friends with every last one of my exes. Every last one of them I am cool with right now. Cool with, like, for real.
Okay, but now see, that's tough because and when you have a boyfriend, like your boyfriend is cool with you having a relationship
what can
with
he
all
say?
of your exes. He can say I don't like it.
Well, he can say whatever he want to say, but
That's
if
right.
I'm already cool with them, I'm just not gonna be cool with them no more because you feeling insecure.
Well, cool. Okay, insecure. Now you've been, intimate with some of these gentlemen. These are exes, and so now all of a sudden you want to go and hang out and go eat.
Who said I was hanging out? I said I was cool with all of them.
Okay, so
I ain't say I was hanging out with them.
So you would never consider? Would you ever consider if your situation went around? Would you ever consider dating any of your exes?
I don't know if any of them is worthy, but what I'm saying is, if they were, if they were, then maybe I would. Because like I just said, I am very cool with all of them. So we could have just grew apart at the time. And now is a better time for everyone. Look at Steve Harvey and his wife. They were a long time, 20, 30 years ago. They both married somebody different. Now it's years later. And they came back together. He in love with her.
I did not
he
know
can't
that.
not be with this woman. All he do is talk about this woman.
I did not know they had been together previously. Mike and the
From like high school. Look at the picture. You got the picture right there.
Yeah, I didn't know they had been together that long. What did Mike say?
Mike said timing is everything.
Timing is everything. I agree with you. I agree with Mike. I agree with like you and Mike. It's timing is everything. Some situations is a train wreck though. Like if it was toxic.
That's because all your situations are train wrecks.
No. Not all of them. Not all of them, Rob. There's a few of them.
No,
Look, I had to think about it. Like,
not all of
it's
them.
all my friends. Yeah. You got me confused. Like, yeah, is she right about that? Yeah, but not all of them. But I was immature when I was younger, growing up. So I made a lot of immature decisions.
What about these latest ones?
Oh, I'm doing good now. Like I'm in a good place. Like I think if a woman gets me now, she's got her a gold mine. Yeah, I'm balanced. Spiritually, mentally, everything. You know what I'm saying? You looking at me like you don't believe nothing I'm saying. I believe I'm a good catch. Obviously, she don't feel the same way. So anyway, yeah. So hey,
my mama always said if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing at all. So that's why I was just staring at you.
Yeah. So I'm improved. Like I admit, back in the
you
day,
might be most improved.
Yes, I am very much so improved, and I do a great job. My anger management issues, y'all.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That was my biggest issue because I used to get angry and cut up. But now, y'all, I'm reformed, and thanks to anger management classes, I'm 100% cured.
I don't know about 100%, but let me see what Cherie said. I'm actually seeing someone that I used to be in a relationship with. It didn't end so well, but we are older and seem to connect well now.
See? Case in point. So it's working for Sherry.
Her name is Cherise.
Cherise. I'm sorry, Cherise. It's working for Cherise.
It's working for Cherise. But what I'm saying is, and that's what I'm saying, we're older, more mature. You see what I'm saying? So you have to, some people just won't go back just because I think that's a stubbornness.
Well, too, then, it depends, like I said, who you going back with. Think about it. If you start thinking about some of the situations you had with your ex, and then he's trying to get back with you, just because he's trying to get back with you, are you going to say, well, I'm going to give him a shot? Or you going to be like, oh, heck no, because I remember when he did X, Y, and Z.
But you both could have been very immature at the time.
Yeah.
Cherie said it is important to let go of the past, too, and it is. And Mike says second times are usually the best time around. The second time around.
You know what? That's a good point. I can't say that I have done that before, honestly. But I do. I have friends that has done. And one of my friends got married. They had
second time
yeah,
around?
they was boyfriend and girlfriend. They both separated, started dating other people. She actually had a baby while they were separated, because they were separated like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And when they got back together, he accepted the baby as his baby, not his, but took responsibility, take care of the baby, and they real happy. They've been together like 3 years.
See?
So I've seen it work, and then I've seen people get together, and it was even more toxic than before. Like,
really?
Yeah. Actually, just recently, a friend of mine, it became a knockdown, drag-out situation because they haven't let go of the past. And a lot of the past issues started coming up in their relationship today. So it was like, yeah, just like when you was, that kind of stuff. And that brings back the pain. And, so it could be good, it could be bad.
Yeah.
I think it could go either way. I tried it once with distance. And it wasn't the...
You mean a long distance relationship?
Yeah, it wasn't the fact that we had dated before that was bad. It was the fact of the distance that was bad. Like, we wasn't in the same city, so it was hard to build up the trust because of we had I
had issues
I used to
with
cut
trust.
up. Yeah, I used to cut up a little bit in my past, so they say, word on the street or whatever, So because
Mike said, "Oh hell no, no hell no about what?
What happened, Mike? Somebody said something, Mike.
I'm not really sure, but
so yeah, I don't believe in drama in no toxic situation. So I'm considered a runner because I'm gonna leave, and it's gonna be hard to
you
get
have
me to
been
go.
running a long time.
Well,
haven't you?
yeah, I have, and I'm gonna stop running now because I feel like I'm ready for a solid relationship. But at the same time, I'm not gonna put up with no anything, and I don't think I should have to do that. I'm too old.
I don't think she should have to put up with no anything. And you know how you be acting.
I'm funny acting.
Very funny acting.
But you keep basing on my past.
What's your sign again?
Aquarius, the best sign. I'm
Aquarius.
I bring the good news.
The good news, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I brings the good news. So anyway, you guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't know that we could ever resolve this situation. I don't know that it's gonna be a yes or no or right or wrong.
It depends on the couple.
Situation, though.
And it depends on the situation. Just like I said, Steve Harvey and them, they were married to other people for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been years and years. Now they're in their prime. And look at that. She hit a gold mine. Let's just say what it is. Let's just say what it is.
Yeah, but I'm proud of Steve Harvey, too, because I used to didn't like him as a comedian. I thought he was whack. But as
He's a business person, though.
I really like what he stands for. I like that he represents God. And he always digs up God and everything. Yes, he should be. And I like that he's not afraid to do that in that industry. And it didn't hinder him from getting away. And he's come a long way, sleeping in cars. And
he was doing that close to 40.
Yes.
So
he
that
didn't get
means
his own car until he was 38.
Yeah. So that means that that you can come around. Let me see what Mike said. A kid when we get back together. Oh, hell no, to the kid when they get back together.
Yeah. Well, see, think about it, though, Mike. Now, y'all was separated.
Y'all had separate lives.
Right? So, what if you would have slipped up and had, not even slipped up, what if you decided to have a baby, and then because you don't know you getting back with her, and so you have a baby, is she supposed to say, nah, Mike, because you had that baby? Well, it wasn't on her because y'all wasn't together, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah.
It does change the dynamics, too, though, from dating when people have children, because it changes everything that they can do. As far as, like, it's not the same situation you left. Y'all can freely, willy-nilly and do this and that now.
Well, it depends because, we don't know what the situation was in the beginning. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the situation could have been, I don't know. Who knows what the situation could have been? But I'm sure it could have been different. Now, cousin says second time could be good if the first time ended as friends.
See, yeah, that's what I was saying. It depends on how you end the situation. Because I've had a situation that it didn't end well. And I can't say I had, like, I'm like you. I'm cool with mostly every one of my exes. Almost every last one of them.
You said almost. I said I am cool with all of them.
Well, you're a female.
Now
so
you want to say almost.
Yeah, almost. It's like maybe one or two, that's not really, it's not a good situation. But I try not to burn my bridges, So, like, we still talk. We don't talk every day, but we still talk every once in a while. They call and check on me. I do the same with them. Some are married with children.
So even when you're in a relationship, you be talking to them?
Yeah, not on a regular. But I would call and check on them and make sure it's okay. If birthday come, this and that, kids' birthday.
But why would you
anniversary.
need to talk to them or say
They
anything
just-
to them on their
'cause we're
birthday?
friends.
And you're in a relationship and they're in a relationship.
Because we're still friends. And I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm big on, I'm a stickler for this. If you are married or you dating, don't lose yourself because you're dating somebody or you're married to somebody. Don't give up your individuality.
But
Don't
you
start
just
being,
tried to say to me the same thing. When I said I'm cool with all my people, you like, what?
But I thought you meant like, you said I'm cool with them, like y'all kick it and y'all, that's why I said you go out to eat and this and that.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive about it. I mean,
Okay, we gotta talk about it off the air because
we ain't got to talk about nothing off the air. I'm telling you right
So
now.
anyway, so basically what you saying is what? Are you trying to downplay me once again on the low? What are you trying to say, Robin? I can't. Are you trying to say I'm sleeping with all my exes?
No, I didn't say.
I mean, come on out and say it,
All
Rob.
I'm saying is I don't understand the point in I don't call any of my exes on their birthdays.
Well, I
Send
thought
them
y'all
a
was super
shout
cool.
out. I don't send them a text.
Well, you ain't no friend then. I
Facebook
don't know what kind of
message.
friend.
Why would I
What kind
do
of
that
friend
though?
are you?
I don't have to do that. Why do I have to do that? But just because we cool, like that's dumb to me.
Well, you said y'all super cool.
We are very cool.
Okay, so if you my friend, you ain't gonna
I
call
don't expect them to call me on my birthday. What is the big problem?
y'all friends.
So what? Well, so what?
Well, that's the kind of relationship I got. They call me and check on me. You doing all
Yeah,
right?
you know
Everything
why you
cool?
doing all that checking up on? Because you're trying to sneak back in the door. That's
No, I'm
what
not.
that's about.
See, that's
You see what I'm
insecurity.
saying?
See, y'all,
No,
insecurity
that's
means
I
you
see
can't.
what's happening here.
So
Okay.
So is Clayton supposed to say that you trying to sneak back in
Why
the door?
first of all, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we scratch that. We scratch. So when you dating somebody, are they supposed to say you sneaking in the door when you talk to your exes? Are they? Are they?
What?
Hello? Are they supposed to do that?
Wait a minute, say the question again.
If you are dating someone, are they supposed to assume that you're trying to sneak in the door with your exes because they're your friend?
No.
Are they thinking you supposed to be able to
No,
have
but
sex
if
with them?
I'm constantly calling them and checking
I
up
didn't say
on
constantly.
them, and if I'm
not
constantly
constantly.
calling them, checking up on them, and giving them a happy birthday, happy Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, how's Thanksgiving, what's for dinner? No, that's ridiculous. So I mean, that's
So don't be their friend then. Just
no,
cut the
that don't have
ties.
nothing to do with being
Cut the
friends.
ties.
Just because you cool with them. Why would I cut ties? That's dumb. That's
Well,
so
it's dumb not
immature.
to be able to say happy birthday and your
Why would
and your
but
man
actually, you
supposed to
ain't
be
gave
okay
me-
with that.
Let me see what these people saying, because you ain't
Yeah, 'cause
sounding
you-
like,
yeah, you
what
just
is
like,
going on?
I don't even
Sharice said,
talk.
yep. And then it said, it is okay to be cool with an ex, but too much interaction can be trouble. Exactly, Sharice. And Mike says, Stan, sorry, I'm with Robin on this one.
Well, Mike, wait a minute. Mike jumped the
It
fence.
ain't about
Wait,
men
okay,
versus
slow down.
women.
Let me
It's
see what
about
Mike
right
with you with. What he
versus
with you
wrong.
with?
He with me
He with you to say you can have a boyfriend that you can call and hang out with, and I can't have an
I didn't
ex-girlfriend.
say I hang out with him. See, that's where you're wrong.
So you talk to him. You
All
talk to
I
him.
said was I'm cool with them. All of them.
Okay.
You said you're making phone calls for happy birthday and trying
what they
to
call
see,
me.
right? You see what I'm saying?
He said I made
So
calls.
that's where you're wrong.
Okay, so you saying I shouldn't be able to even call them and say happy birthday because this is my friend and we've been knowing each other forever, and I'm just saying happy birthday, Mike. I can't say happy birthday
Yeah,
to
that's
her
what
because I
he's
got
saying.
a girl.
Yeah, that's what he's
My
saying.
girl should be secure enough to know that
It
I'm not
don't
going to
have
sleep
anything.
around on her.
It does not have anything to do with security. What it has to do with is the fact that you shouldn't be doing. I mean, what is all of that for? For what?
We friends. You don't cut off
There
your
you
friends.
go.
child.
There, who said cut off the friends though? See, there you go. It don't have nothing to do with friends.
So you
Cousins say
assuming
agree
you,
with Sharice.
you assuming that the man gonna sleep with the woman, but we can't assume you gonna sleep with the man.
I did not say that, but what I am saying is that's way too much interaction, just like they're saying. Even Cousin just said
What cousin say?
they agree with Sharice. Too much interaction and communication can open up the door to someone else thinking the wrong way or implying something else could possibly go on. Exactly.
I agree
And
with
so
that.
that's what happens.
That could
Mike
happen.
says there is no need for follow-ups or updates. Hello, Mike. Sharice said no need whatsoever. Emotional cheating leads to physical cheating. And that is the honest to God truth. Yes, it is.
Well, you sound
Mental cheating
personal
is
when
worse.
Man, all right, so I agree a little bit with you saying though. Like, if my wife was to say, "Baby, I don't think it's cool for you to have these personal relationships with your exes or this and that," then I would say,
What
I
about your
respect the
significant other
relationship.
before
I
they
would
became
if
your
they,
wife?
If they said they didn't, didn't like the, I believe that any girl that I'm talking to on the phone and I have a wife or a girlfriend should be able to know her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I know her and she calling me,
that's fine. But we know
as long
that,
as you know her
we
and
know
I
that
know her,
foolery too. Okay, so what? Everybody knows each other. So
Okay, you gotta have
what?
trust
What does that
somewhere.
mean? Okay, so what? You can have trust somewhere, but when you're dealing with somebody like you, want to give follow-up phone calls for birthdays and what's going on
You
for
see how she talk
Thanksgiving
about
dinner,
me?
then you know what I'm saying?
I mean-
then I can't really trust you there because to me, you're trying to leave the door open to see what's going on.
well, it's not about the door. It's about you gotta trust your mate. Like you gotta trust me, Robin. You gotta say he's grown and he's just her friend, and I even know her.
Let me say
Let Al
this.
say
Let me
something.
say
What you
this.
say, Al?
What I say is my rule is I'm more concerned about the ones I can't see than the ones I can see. That's all I got to say.
See, now that was with. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about the woman I'm talking to. Worry about the one you don't know I'm talking to.
No. Okay, you see how you took that? I didn't take that like that.
That
Let
ain't
me
it.
tell you how I
That
took
ain't-
it.
what
This
you-
how I took it.
What?
See
Okay, 'cause I don't
them
trust
exes,
her.
them
This is
exes
my
just be in the
thing.
bushes.
You calling and you doing follow-up calls, but it ain't that I don't trust you. It's I don't trust her because now she's not really sure how you doing that. She might think that you really trying to get in the door, or you just being real cool. You trying to be kind with her. Maybe you trying to come back. She don't know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But now she about to hit on you or make you a special dinner because now you been so kind to her and she want to say happy birthday and want to know what she cooking for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Then that's the problem. I don't know this chick right here. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know how she taking what you doing. That's why I be having to tell mine, all that niceness, cut it out. You don't know them like that.
Okay, now that's where the trust come in.
I don't care.
It's not about them.
It ain't
It's
about
about
that.
me.
It is about you. But like I said, I don't know her intentions.
Don't matter.
It does matter
She
because
can't rape
now,
me. She can't rape me. She can't
according
kidnap
to you,
me.
she can. According
can't-
according
what's she
to
gonna
you,
do? What's she gonna
according
do?
to you,
What you gonna do?
according to
What you
you,
gonna do? What you gonna do? Duct tape me?
See,
Tie me
Sharice's
up?
with me.
Use some
Preach,
handcuffs?
Robin. That's right. I'm preaching because it's the truth. You do not know their intentions.
Sharice, I agree with y'all.
The topic is dating your ex. Too much interaction leads to dating your ex. Okay? JoJo said it's opening up a can of worms. Hello, JoJo.
And it could. I agree. It could. It could. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen though. If you know your man.
But you leaving the door open for the worms to crawl in.
I mean, it could be, but I believe that it's trust. Like if I have a mate, I have to trust you to be able to talk to one of your exes and just know you're gonna respect the relationship. That's
Because
on you. It
you're
ain't on him.
gonna have to know I don't do that often. So if I am talking to one of them right now, it's not that serious. But if you're keeping up with them on a regular basis, I don't care if it's once a year for their birthday, or tell your mama I said hi, or whatever.
What if I was cool with that mama?
I don't give a.
Don't cuss. So listen. Okay, so listen. I hear what you're saying. Okay, so Robin, you told me you were super cool, all your exes.
Correct.
How super cool can you be if you don't talk to none of them?
When I do talk to them, I mean, I can see them out in the streets or
Oh, you mean
at a
whenever
function.
you run into 'em?
Whenever I run into them. I mean, I'm cool with
So
them.
you don't pick up the phone and
There is
call them and
I
check on them?
There's nothing to call and check about. For what?
Okay.
Cousin said if you are being nice, it's just that. If you have an idea to want to go back, then that's what will happen. Cousin also said it could lead to dating your ex, but it really depends on your true intentions. And I think a lot of men's true intentions are to leave the door open just in case. Because y'all like to run back and do that.
Who is y'all now? You gotta put us all separate
Men.
now. We don't all go to
Men.
the same club. Some of us go to separate clubs. So that
We
might
ain't got
be-
to talk about the separate
so-
clubs. We're
so
talking
I-
about your club right now.
Well, my club, I'm exclusive, first of all. If I'm dating you, I'm dating you. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. See, you judging my past. I wish you ain't know me in the past. I wish I just
Thank
met you,
goodness
Rob.
I do know your past, because now I got a lot to go on.
You can't use my past against me. See?
And cousin say, yep, I agree with Rob. Everybody agree with me tonight. Okay. Not going back, having another option. Most men, maybe not staying, but most men keeping up with their ex are trying to have options. Thanks, Tanisha, for that. Because
And that's
that
true,
is what
Tanisha.
they do.
Yeah, but
But-
you
but all I'm simply
you don't have to have an ex to keep an option. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I
that's
mean,
a
new option.
you can go to
But
you can go to grocery
it's
store and get an
easier.
option. They sell them
That's true.
$29.95. You can get one cheap.
Exactly. You already know what they used car riding. Like, you might want a new ride with no miles. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's still going to be an option either way. That's where the trust comes in.
I mean, either you down
Ladies
or you
and
not.
Gentlemen, it's all about trust. If you have trust for your mate, it's not on the person that likes them, it's on the person that you dating to like them back. And if you trust them enough, then you have to not worry about nothing, because you know your mate is going to be honest and true with you. And until you find something to make them not honest and true, you should trust them.
Okay, and I already said I can maybe
Robin, you
trust
should trust
that
them.
person, but I don't trust that person.
You can't govern another
Okay?
person.
No,
you can
you
only
can't. I can't even govern this person.
Right, so let him govern himself and trust that he can govern himself in a good manner and respect the house.
Not if he's leaving doors open though. That's what, because guess what? This is the problem, especially with you men, is that y'all not smart enough. You see what I'm saying? So the thing
She
is,
called us dumb, Mike.
y'all not smart
Mike, she
enough.
just said we
so
dumb.
what happens is when y'all leave doors open and stuff like that, y'all can't handle what comes along with that. So I'm not even gonna let mine get into that situation. Not on my dime. Not if
on
I
your
know
watch.
about it. No, it's not them.
I'm gonna keep praying for you, dude. So yeah, so it's cool. I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. It does leave possibilities, and it could be a bad thing. I'm not saying that. So if I have a wife or a girlfriend that's saying, no, baby, I don't think that's cool, then I have to respectfully agree and say, it ain't gonna be no happy birthdays and this and that. But I just feel funny. That's like being a non-friend. Like, if we cool,
That
I
has
should be able to
nothing
call
to do
you and
with
say happy
being a
birthday.
non-friend.
That ain't got nothing. This is a birthday.
Okay, did we get off the topic? Because the topic was, would you date an
Yeah,
ex?
well, we did. Well, we both, all of us mostly agreed, though. I mean, it's pretty
yeah.
much a done deal. Everybody's pretty much saying that it's tough to date your ex, but it's circumstances that may allow it.
And
That's
this
pretty
says
much-
it all. Temptation is real. You can trust your partner, but when you play in the fire, you are going to get burnt. And I believe that 100%. Amen. Pastor Sharice.
Pastor Sharice, I have to agree with you. Sadly to say.
Temptation is real. out
Temptation
here.
is real, and yes, you do have to be careful because you will get set up for it. So,
And let me read
that
this
does-
one last. Tanisha said, that is the truth. That's true. But most people will go with what's familiar, especially when that ex, that's right, when the ex know. That's right. You can get in that door way quicker.
And I mean, in all reality, though, if you're gonna date somebody and you don't have nobody, if you go back to an ex, at least you can say they know y'all have history, you know each other, and it's
And
not a fresh
that's
beginning.
why you leave the door open. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a
That's
wonderful
why you
topic
make me
today.
sick. That's exactly right there. All that. But anyway, you're right, Robin. You guys were right. I agree with Robin as well. I think that it does leave an open door. Even though you have trust for your mate, I have to agree that sometimes if you leave that door open, temptation can be a little heavy, and sometimes you will fall to it. So it's better not to even crack open or leave a door.
Amen.
How about that? You agree with
I
that?
agree with that.
So your next topic needs to be when do you switch over from dating to committed? Because the rules change.
Well, that was
So
supposed to be
that
the topic
need-
for today. The
that
topic
need-
was supposed to be what happened to commitment. Like, is it dead? Because most people now don't want to really fully commit, or they commit
Especially
with
not in our
motive.
age group.
No, they don't want to commit.
But I'm
They
just
wanna have
saying.
fun.
I mean, you can have exes and be friends and make phone calls and happy birthday and all that stuff if you dating. Now, if you committed, that's something else. But what's the difference? Because you got dating, commitment, and marriage. So where does it fall? Is commitment the
All
same as
of it.
marriage?
All of it.
Well, there you go. See?
Well, see, just be on like you
Because
know.
you got
Because
guys. that-
temptation real, whether you dating, whether you committed, or in a marriage.
but I mean, you
So
got
just
guys
be on
who
your new
date.
hef and just have a mansion and just you and your wife, and then you have a bunch of girls just swap it out.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just
what are
love
you
it.
talking
I
about?
mean,
Hit the music, man.
on that note, y'all,
Hit the music.
I agree with y'all. I had to make light of the situation, but I was just joking. I don't want no Hugh Hef situation. Wink, wink. I just want one person. I just want one person. And on that note, y'all,
We'll see y'all next week. And I have someone very, very special, I believe, that's going to be on next Monday. Y'all stay tuned.
Don't want to miss it.
you don't want to miss it, you guys. Stay tuned next week. Spotlight of the City. Love hard. Live good. God first.
Peace.